Have you ever looked out into the sky and just felt like there was something else out there? Something omnipotent. Something beyond our comprehension. My name is not important.
But it's Adam. Find me on Grindr.
I've been studying the paranormal for 20 years, and I have deduced
that H.P. Lovecraft was a bit of a creepy boy. Welcome back to Feminist Cringe Comp number 27. Let's get this ball rolling. I don't know what this was. Was it this way or that way or... Sorry about that dumb shit a second ago. Turned out a lot stupider than I expected it to, but at least it added some production value. Today is H.P. Lovecraft's 126th birthday, or it would have been if I recorded this when I meant to. August 20th. Yeah, that's how behind on this fucking video I am. Better late than never, I guess. But anyway, if I had released this when I meant to, it would have been his 126th birthday, and I figured I'd honor him passing just over 1¼ centuries by playing some video games he inspired. And I may or may not be trying to raise some monolithic creatures myself, but I mean, we'll just see where the night goes. My idea was that these games might just have enough Lovecraft juices in them to raise the horrors from the depths or space, wherever the hell they are. Great plan, right? I know, thank you. Because I mean, really, if we're being honest here, if I'm gonna get real here, all that occult bullshit are the only actually cool religions. Unlike that counselor at your youth group who tries to make everything hip and cool. Radical Islam! And this thing didn't do anything for me, so I'm kind of out of options at this point. Yeah, I bought the Necronomicon for a 10-second gag. What do you think this is, fucking amateur hour? Is that still funny, throwing things in and off of camera? Let me know in the comments down below. But guys, I should probably remind you, H.P. Lovecraft was very racist and misogynist, so that invalidates everything cool he ever did. Sorry to burst your bubble, anti-feminist, amazing atheist types. If you don't like what I'm spitting, you can always just shove more shit up your bum. That is always an option, TJ. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And speaking of shoving shit up your bum, use code ADAM for 50% off Grindr Plus. So the games we'll be talking about in this video and whenever I release the other two parts aren't your Bloodborns, your Darkest Dungeons, your Call of Cthulhu's, because everyone's played those. I'm going kind of obscure for a couple of these guys, and I'm a little proud of myself for finding some of these. First down in the frying pan is Eldritch. Now you see this game and you think, who took Minecraft and put cosmic horrors into it? The answer to that would be my boy David Pittman. Why am I even mentioning the dev's name in this video? This isn't a review. You want a review? Go to your Chidundas, your Arcadias, your Random Rant 69s. I ain't like those fools. That first one, have you seen that guy's Twitter? That second one, you got some dank clickbait. But that third one, whew, he is definitely worth smashing that motherfucking like button. Am I actually throwing shade, giving praise, or being sincere right now? You have no idea. I'm a character. I'm not responsible for what comes out of this mouth after that camera turns on. The game's a good old time for the most part. You basically just wander around these, I think, randomly generated areas based on actual locations in Lovecraft books. It might actually be the most literally Lovecraftian game I'll talk about. Mostly because it hits the tone and atmosphere right on the head, but it actually has enemies from the books too. You got the Innsmouth fish people, the generic cultists, the blobs, and the worst of all, empowered women and minorities. It's basically all about Lovecraft's horrors being released into the real world and you being tasked with resealing them into their actual books. You fight and scavenge through levels of stages until you reach like a glowing soul kind of deal. But even after all that, attacking just kind of feels weird. Like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like you're really doing anything, if that makes sense. It's more fun in small doses. It's one of those games where dying 3 times on the same level just makes you want to never play it again and kill yourself, you feel? Or that could just be my crippling and untreatable depression. Next game in the oven is Nightmare on Azathoth. Why am I introducing each game with kitchen appliances? This is another indie game by Modesto Rabena.
They came from the darkness, a fog spreading across the horizon as dark as the absence of light. I don't know why they came. All I know is that they want me.
Oh, good. You know what, Modesto, if that is your real foreign name? Let me help you out. Come sit down on Uncle Adamnator's knee, unless you're, like, bigger than me, which is pretty likely given that I'm like 5'6". Let me give you my advice on getting into the voice acting community. Don't do it. Apparently it's toxic as fuck. I mean, so I've heard, but I trust my unnamed sources, so please, take what I say as fact. But just don't do it, man. Don't do it, Modesto. This game is really entertaining, but not for the right reasons. First of all, the title menu is just in a room. There's just white everywhere, except for the floor that's black. Pitch black, like just straight 00000. That's black, right? I've used Photoshop enough to have that memorized, I think. But I will ask, why the black gotta be delegated to only the floors? Better representation is all I ask. Anyway, we begin in a laboratory that just has no fucking ceiling for some reason. Like, it looks like it's half built. How far into production on this planet of Azathoth are you that you just don't have a roof? Like, this is a Lovecraft game, so I assume there's like shit out to get us. It's like, you can't just climb over the walls? I guess not. I mean, maybe there's nothing that dangerous on this planet of Azathoth. And that's another thing. Why is the planet called Azathoth? I thought Azathoth was the name of one of those, like, omnipotent, like, fucking tentacle-having motherfuckers. Why are you trying to rewrite the lore, Modesto? God damn it, Modesto! I'm just John Oliver now, I hope that's okay. Gotta pander to the lowest common denominator somehow. Just the way it's gonna be from now on, guys. I mean, come on, it is 2016. And speaking of the LCD, when it comes to this game, it is 12, because I'd give it anything from a 1 out of 4 to a 2 out of 6. Zing! The hell is that? Okay, that's friendly. The hell is that shit? Is that thing 2D? Is that getting bigger? I want to shoot at it, but that might not be a good idea. Fuck it, yo. What the hell, dude? The hell is that? What the fuck was that? Oh, we got screechers, boys. Sorry for this footage looking like shit, too. This game's really intensive, and I have a $300 Thomas J. Ashwell PC. FT10. That means fuck this, I'm out, kids. Never thought I'd be killed by Usain Bolt's bulimic cousin. And don't worry guys, it's okay. I only made that comparison because they're obviously both runners. The guys who kill me like to jog in place, Usain Bolt likes to carry Ellen, it's all okay. You can gather minerals and resources, and I guess you're an amnesiac who can like pick up memories on the way too. Like most of the games I'll talk about throughout this series, I didn't play very far into them, but I'm gonna talk about them anyway. It's all really weird and absolutely nothing in this game is spoon-fed to you, which I kinda like, but it makes it really uncompelling, and it really doesn't make me want to play anymore. I just don't care enough, and I don't know if that's my or the game's fault, but something's gotta change, and I know I'm not going back to rehab. Our third and final game we're pulling up out of the deep fry... Nightlights. This little ditty by Trapdoor Games got its 5 seconds of internet fame when it was played by YouTubers Scene-Anners and Harshly Critical. Oh shit, the Steam page actually has a review from Harshly. Can I call you Harshly? This is the most content-rich Survive the Night game I've played. Nightlights is much more than its time management mechanics. At its core, it's a fun, light-hearted B-movie homage that was treated with plenty of care and attention to detail. Since when is Gremlins considered a B-movie? Is it by most? I just always considered it fucking awesome. And I wouldn't call Nightlights content rich, I'd just say there's more bullshit for you to worry about rather than like Five Nights at Freddy's. Gotta run over here, close the garage, go over and do the thing in the fireplace so the little Nightblights can't get down. Run the fuck up the stairs to save your baby brother from being devoured by black little gremlin creatures. Sure, it's creative, but I wouldn't even call it fun. The only people who can get enjoyment out of this shit are fucking psychopaths. Markiplier, psychopath. PewDiePie, psychopath. Harshly Critical and Scene-Anners, double psychopaths for promoting this stressful as shit game and making me waste $5. I trusted you, Scene-Anners. I've always loved Trouble in Terrorist Town Funny Moments number 26. How could you do this to me? You made me buy this video game. So TLDR, I'm unsubscribing. But being serious, I do have to give some credit to this game. It's one of the better games in its genre, and it really knows how to create suspense, horror, and stress you the fuck out. Shit, ain't no man jumping me from any toilets tonight. Is that a 4-star Dragon Ball? So I gotta grab these here toys and feed them to the little blights when they're hungry. They literally exclaim when they are. Feed me. Oh cool, is that bitch from that ludonarratively dissonance game. Say that 5 times fast. Ludonarratively dissonance game, ludonarratively dissonance game, ludonarratively dissonance game, ludonarratively dissonance game, ludonarratively dissonance game. This is one of those games I think I'd like to stream with like 7 people in the room just to like have a lot of fun with it. I feel like it'd be great just freaking out with a lot of people to this. Good for some laughs, but just like FNAF, I'm not about to seriously play it for too long. This boy ain't about to voluntarily pop no blood vessels. And I think that'll just about do it for Lovecrafty Games for today, guys. Check back in a bit or whatever, and you know, I'll probably have one hot off the presses for you in whenever. Remember to stay beautiful and keep coming out sunny side up. This is Funny Meme Man signing off.
Can you feel it's a tugging to lead you away? This whole time you've been all the way astray. Existence remains a paradox, but listen, there's a slight ringing, bringing a revolution of open locks.